So how about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Wave race.
Messed up the menu. Just a little bit though.
Get ready for the first race. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, good start on the timer. I missed the max power right away. But this is Sunny Beach. We see this level like all 4 times. It's supposed to be like the starter level, but you can really optimize this to get down to like 103 and even lower. So my buddy Game is sitting next to me. He's one of the other wave race speedrunners. Just kind of plays, specializing in a few different courses right now. Did you say you were playing? Oh, you're on Drake Lake right now? Yeah, Drake Lake is like the one level I don't currently hold the record on, and it's like, it's just, it takes such a what am I trying to say? Like a light touch. You cannot. Oh, I got a 103, man. Look at that. Oh crap! I jinxed it. Yeah. Well, I missed 103 by 1 frame. That's all right. I don't need it. I didn't get max power. Alright, Sunset Bay has a cool shortcut at the end that I like. I didn't come up with it though.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. So this water is made of Fanta. All the Fanta references, by the way, they're there because there's Fanta advertisements in this game, like on some billboards. But only in this version. This is the Japanese Shindu version, also known as like the Rumble Pack version. It wasn't released in the United States, it's only in Japan, but you can easily import and play on like an unmodified US N64. So for a lot of years, this has been the preferred version by the speedrunners, but there are some other versions that are good too. Like IQ is really good, but it's gonna probably be banned because it's way better actually. Don't you want to? Yes, I want to.
You finished first and got move on to the next.
Oh yeah. But yeah, check out the leaderboard website at speedrun.com/WR64.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, you want to pour me some Fanta? Dude, I've missed all 3 max powers so far.
Okay.
Oh, opening the Fanta.
You left everybody behind.
I'll get him. I think it's just a little bit of nerves or something. Or I just am terrible and I'm the worst player ever. So actually, the fog I have found since I switched to S-Video is harder to see through. If that makes any sense. I'm playing with an S-Video connection.
You're about 11 seconds ahead.
What's all the damn noise? This is Drake Lake, the level that I don't have the record on, and there's no waves or anything. It's just takes like exact turning. Kind of messed up, but that's okay. I survived.
You're about 19 seconds ahead.
So I'm not using the default camera angle either. I'm using like you adjust the camera 2 times.
You finished first and got move on.
They heard the carbonation. Oh, thank you. He just poured me a glass of Fanta. Appreciate it. It is, yeah, part of this 100% run.
2, 1.
Okay, we're out of the slump. We got max power. Well, anyway, what I was saying, yeah, part of the, what's my phone doing? It just did a Google search by itself. It's kind of weird. Like it was picking up my voice. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, part of this run is that you have to finish a whole 2 liter of Fanta before you finish the final stage, so get drinking. Got a lot of Fanta to get through during this run. I'm gonna go for the skip on this. Got it, boys. Might even go for it on lap 3. So that's just a dive underneath the wall that's like kind of hard to execute. And I'll set up the timing by going out of bounds. That was awesome. That was pretty much what I wanted it to be, so that was good. Every time you do that dive, you don't have to go all the way around the outside of the course, and it saves about 4 extra seconds. But it's hard to do, and if you crash, it costs like 12 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
So this level's just way different on normal difficulty than it is on expert or hard, which I'll get to those difficulties after this one. But in this category too, I'm not allowed to retire. I have to play every course, and I'm not allowed to hit the reset button on the N64. Like if that happens, like if my Bill was telling me, like, what if my cat just walks up and hits the reset button while I'm trying to play? Like, why would he do that to me? He's an evil cat. I'm just trying to be, like, exact as much as I can on all of the turns and not lose speed if I can. So I don't want to take angles too sharp. And a lot of the time I'm, like, pushing the B button over and over again because that button acts as like a stabilizer so that the waves don't impact me as much, so I'm not flying out of the water constantly. And the small waves are like randomly generated, but the big waves are all cycling on a timer that matches up exactly with the timer on the screen.
Welcome to
Kind of difficult, yeah.
Good luck. 3, 2, 1.
Bill wants me to go for a ridiculous skip on this level, but I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna do it because we're trying to get a good run here. Good point. Maybe I'll go for it then.
No.
I'm going for it.
You're going for it.
I chickened out, man. I chickened out.
Do you save
Well,
any time by doing that? By hitting the ramp there? Like, do you still save some time by doing the dive?
no, it's
even if
actually the
not
slowest
optimal way?
option. But when I hit the ramp though, I only hit like the very outside of it, and there wasn't as much contact against the jet ski, so it didn't slow me down as much as if I went over the middle of the ramp. But it's probably about the same speed as going around the dock. It's not very fast. What I want to do is like do a dive into the water and just hit that without hitting the ramp. Oh. That was pretty sweet. I just went underneath those boards there. Alright, and that is the end of normal mode. Everybody take a second to drink a little bit of Fanta.
You finished first and got 7 points. great race.
Yeah, that looked cooler. So now we get to see one of the 4 trophy cutscenes. Each one is a little bit different. So I always tell people who don't watch very often, like, pay attention. This is the first trophy cutscene. Just pay attention to what you see and try to notice differences on the next few.
You're the champion. Congratulations.
Champion. Oh, this Fanta. I'm way behind on the Fanta game. I need to get like a party hat that has like the Fanta holders on the top, you know?
What's the Fanta swag for
Yeah.
like the AGDQ or something?
So next I just like test my menu
You
skills.
get to move up to
Here we go.
wave race.
あなたのマシンを選んでください。
So I select hard. I select custom stats with the alternate color. It's just my thing. I don't know. I'll probably lose a little bit of time going with the alternate color,
2, 1.
but it's worth it. So now we're on hard mode. So the buoy placements are usually like closer together. There's some obstacles in the water, like those mines that were not there before. That was close to a crash. If I hit the buoys too hard, they'll definitely take me out.
You're about 4 seconds ahead.
But all these waves are on a cycle, so I can pretty much tell like what my time is going to be without looking at the clock because of where the waves are. You just kind of get used to that when you play the levels like over and over again.
You're about 8 seconds ahead.
Alright, it's pretty good. Yeah, who do you guys want to win out of the 3 computer players?
First and got to move on to the next.
Looks like Elo Meme is taking
Welcome to
a lead in this one here.
Warm up your engine. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we got another good max power spree going here.
Wow, you left everybody behind.
So the cat's doing some weird stuff right now, I don't know. It's like going behind the bookshelf and making all this noise.
Keep the pace.
Keep the pace. It's like the nicest thing that he says.
Good. Okay. Maximum
So a little, I guess we can talk like wave race history for a few minutes. Right now there's around
You're about 6 seconds ahead.
like 10 runners that I would consider active who have submitted a time in like the last few months or so.
Okay.
And this is like one of the categories that isn't that popular. I do have the current world record in this category of 51 minutes and 39 seconds.
And got to move on to the
And
next.
last year at SRX Spring,
welcome to Milk
I got a 52:25
The signal.
at SRX, so I have to beat that.
1.
In fact, I really want to get a 51 today. That would be awesome. Just have to kind of keep focused and not make any really stupid mistakes. But I do want to like talk about the game while I'm playing, while I have the actual viewers to do so, and hopefully not make a mistake like that again on Drake Lake. But
Keep the pace.
I've been playing since about 2013,
You're about 6
But I used to
seconds
play
ahead.
this when I was a kid too. I just didn't speed run it when I was a kid. I would just like, ride around and chase the dolphin or do flips and stuff. Just thought that was sweet. Another true story is that this summer, my brother and I went over 70 miles per hour on a real life jet ski, and that's around as fast as what these guys are going, and I have a new respect for this kind of speed, like, especially this fat guy.
Seconds ahead.
He's hauling some ass on this jet ski. You can barely hang on when you're actually going that fast. So I'm gonna intentionally miss that buoy because I can just make a beeline to the finish line and it actually saves some time.
You finished first and got to move on to the next.
How's the picture quality on the stream? It looks pretty good to me.
Who's gonna win?
We're looking bad.
2, 1.
So I'll go for the dive on the first lap on this one. We'll see what happens. I have the out of bounds setup that I'm gonna do here. Oh, that was kind of close. Almost got clotheslined even though I had the dive. That's good. Basically, you hold like up to get a little bit of height, or I mean, you hold back to get a little height above the water on your bobbing animation when you're bobbing up, and then you push down to like dive underwater. When I push down, I mean like I'm pushing up on the control stick. It's like inverted controls though. So I'm pushing up on the joystick, and it pushes me down under the water, and I can hold that position. And that's what allows me to dive under the door that's not open normally on lap 1. So since I got the dive, it saves me about 4 seconds of having to drive around the outside of the level. So that's really good. I mean, a lot of the casual viewers might not have any idea, but the dive is extremely difficult to do, and any other wave race player will tell you the same. I just have hammered it in, just practiced it over and over again. And you just have to know the feeling and the timing of it. So Port Blue on hard is where the game kind of starts challenging your like turning ability. This is another level I've worked on kind of a lot. More recently than the other ones. Can you get him out from behind me or like helps him out?
You're about 5 seconds ahead.
Oh, that was a good turn there. So you pretty much have gotten the picture by now, I bet, but I avoid all the ramps as much as I can. Going into the air is a big time loss because your like whole propulsion system is based on you being in the water. So if you're not in the water, you can't accelerate. And that was just kind of a bad. I didn't want to hit that ramp, especially right after I was talking about how I don't want to hit the ramps. But still, 121 is pretty good for a marathon time.
You finished first.
That Gilly Guide, who is in the chat right now, hey Gilly Guide, he's one of the newer wave race runners, and he has a series of videos that if you wanted to watch them, they would help you out getting better when you're getting started in wave race. So this is Twilight City for the first time. And that's one of the more difficult dives in the game, but it's kind of becoming another standard dive, whereas the Southern Island one is not yet a standard dive. So again, the dive is the same on this level. Like I have to be bobbing the correct way at the right time. Okay, I'm just gonna play it safe here. I had 2 options. the safe bet and then the risky bet, and I tried the safe bet and it failed, so I had to do a backup super risky dive, and it worked. That was a very close call, actually. That was almost a crash. I just played it as safe as I could on that one. I just wanted to get from one side of the wall to the other. So there's like a hole underneath the water in that cement wall that you can dive under, but it's originally intended for you to only get under there on expert mode, where the ramp is pulled back a little bit and then you have to ramp and then dive under using like the momentum downward off of the ramp. So yeah, this run, I would say like this would be one that even on my own stream I would be pretty satisfied with so far. Hopefully it doesn't turn on me.
This is the final round. Good luck. 3, 2, 1.
Cat is like freaking out today.
You left everybody behind.
Put him on the side.
He's alright. Alright. This is Southern Island on hard mode. The level that the water keeps like receding on each lap. So by lap 3, the water level is really low. It's like low tide. And instead of hitting all of those waves, I just opt to jump over the first one, or use the first one to jump over the second one and just land on the back side of the second one. That way I don't have to jump over as many things. I don't have to jump as many times, I guess. Coming up to the end of the second of 4 difficulties. 118.4 is a good time on Southern Island hard mode.
You finished
So we're just about halfway done almost, and hope everybody's enjoying their Fanta. I know I am. Yep. There's a Fanta ad there on the right side. Remember, there are some differences in the cutscene. No spoilers, though. You guys just have to watch for them yourselves.
You're the champion. Congratulations.
Yep. So, we have like 5 players who I consider to be like towards the top in the skill realm of the game right now. And I would group those 5 players all pretty close. It's like myself, Ilu, Hayate, Analogism, and Ryan Lockwood. So all of those guys are really good at the game, and we have some up-and-comers who are definitely going to get there as well. So now we're on expert mode. I just kind of wanted to focus for a second because the menus can actually be tricky and you can lose a lot of time. Like if you start the wrong difficulty, you're still not allowed to reset the game to go back, so you have to like quit.
3, 2, 1.
Gilly Guide is one of those up-and-comers, and he's actually gotten up like at least one, probably more than 1 second place time right now. There's only 2 people right now who hold any world records, but that could change because I really do think that Analogism and Hayate and even Gilly are like getting good enough now they could easily take a world record. But those take a lot of practice, and I would say time trial is actually more sought after records in this game than real-time attack times are. Like this is RTA. But the game keeps the in-game timer for like time trial times and stuff like that. and that's what you'll see a lot of on the leaderboards.
Seconds ahead.
Well, it was just a little off on my angle on that, but the game is pretty punishing. Crashed on purpose there.
You finished first and got to move on to the next.
Welcome to San
Welcome to Fanta Bay.
3, 2, 1.
Alright. Things definitely get a little bit more interesting in expert mode than they were in the other two difficulties.
Okay, nice. Okay, nice.
Like, these angles are sharper. The buoy after the ramp is like pretty much not worth going for because it's like way further away. So I just leave it and I modify the way that I do the shortcut at the end. I actually call it the modified shortcut. Like, that's what I call it. I'll just be talking to somebody at work and I'm like, yeah, you know the modified shortcut? And he's like, what? So, the reason I have to take the modified shortcut is because if I miss 2 buoys here, I retire automatically. And there's no retiring allowed. So, I have to go in and get this buoy, and then take the shortcut out. But the regular shortcut, you don't have to snag that second to last buoy. You can just miss it.
Finished first and got to move on to the next.
The game is pretty punishing. Like, you do things that will reward you like 1/10 of a second, but if you miss that thing, then it costs like 4 or 5 seconds. So it's very punishing. It has like a bad ratio of like how things pay out. But if you can execute everything all in a row in one run, it's pretty awesome. So, on each version of Drake Lake, you have to take a different path through the stumps. And this one is pretty hard. I think hard mode is actually like the hardest version of Drake Lake, but this is similar. It's a little bit of a different path.
Final lap. Keep it up.
Alright.
You're about 10 seconds ahead.
That was good. Pretty good. Hey, and Satsuka is in the chat. One of my longtime viewers. Hey, buddy.
You finished first and got to move on to the next.
Tell us about the region locking. Well,
to Marine.
the region lock is really light. It's just a piece of plastic on the inside of the N64. And you can remove that, and then it's un-region locked. Another way to do it. Okay, this actually. Let me focus here for a second because this didn't go well in practice today. Oh my god! Okay, that was perfect, but it looked a little sloppy, but it all works the same. Anyway, what I was saying is that another way that you can get around the region lock on this game, or any other N64 game, jeez, is just to replace the back half of your cartridge with the region that your N64 is version of the cartridge. Because the way that the plastic molds are on the back, there are like 2 notches, and those notches are blocked by the piece of plastic on the inside of the 64 on the opposite regions version. So like, if you just replace that back of that cartridge with an English version of the same game or any game. This run is like super sweet right now, actually. It's like on par with some of my best runs. It's had a couple of minor like slip-ups, so I'm probably like around 4 or 5 seconds behind the world record. But for a marathon run, that's awesome. Alright, so I have to hit the ramp at the end of each lap on this difficulty because the ramp extends all the way to the boat. So I'm trying this new strat where I push R before I get to it so I can get my angle just a little bit finer like that. That was awesome. And then I get a better angle off of the ramp. But I have made it so I accidentally hit the boat a couple of times trying to do that. That was some pretty good execution on that lap through the tunnel. Oh, my R thing didn't really do much for me on that one. R is a button that's pretty much unused in the game right now. A lot of people just see it as something that's useless. But I've been experimenting a little bit with it, and I think that there are situations where you can benefit from using the slide function that it offers. So it's kind of like the slide button. You can angle your jet ski without actually turning, and then when you let go of it, you'll turn. Like the jet ski will kind of straighten out, but you'll turn in the direction that your jet ski's facing a little bit.
Welcome to Castle.
What's the difference in the IQ version? Well, here, let me try this. The IQ version is good. It's this version, it's the Shindu version, but it's all translated to Chinese, or I guess Mandarin. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's alright. Not too bad. But it's the only other known version that has the dolphin and time trial and has the modified music similar to this version. That was... I don't know why I'm messing that up a little bit. I got away with one on that lap. Yeah. Actually, the stuff that I've been most nervous about, I've actually done just fine on. So yeah, the IQ version is the fastest version that we know of so far. The fastest tested version, anyway. And it's probably going to get banned by the community, but I have some really good times with IQ that, like, the runs weren't all that clean on. The IQ has so much less lag than the N64, and it's much easier to control than the Virtual Console. I haven't played the Wii U Virtual Console version, but from what I've heard from Gilly Guide is that it's just like US 1.0, even down to not having the Nintendo DS advertisements and stuff, which is pretty good. I think that's a good adjustment. It's more like the original. This is Glacier Coast, which is considered to be the hardest level in the game by most players. It would be awesome to just get a 117 on this level in a marathon. The world record is 115, and there are 2 people who have 115, myself and Analogism. This is not going to be a 115, but that's okay. That was a very fast recovery. Could have been way worse. That's what's known as the ice turn, and it's very bad. It's a hard turn. Here, Let's see if I can get a good ice turn here. That was pretty good. So I'm going to go wide and take a couple of intentional misses here.
One chance left. Okay. Okay. Maximum power.
118, not too bad. Only lost about a second.
You finished first and gotta move on to the next.
Welcome to
The IQ version is likely the fastest, or the Wii U version is likely the fastest. Maybe.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, I missed another max power here, but that's okay. Plenty of time to both laps that I do that on anyway. The combination is probably a time loss of only a half a second. And for a guarantee that you won't crash, I'll take that, because the other way to get it, you're coming back through and there's all these waves. You're trying to keep like a high speed. It's more of a time trial strategy where you can just reset right away if you fail.
You finished first and got 7 points. Great race.
Yeah, the Wii U looks dark when I saw the videos that you posted about them. So this is the second to last trophy cutscene. The timer will stop at the end of Southern Island the next time. And we're having a good run. This is still a 51-minute pace run. The fat man gets to pick up the trophy in this cutscene. Spoiler alert, he hasn't gotten to pick up the trophy yet in any of the other cutscenes. I probably won't get the world record,
You're the
but we'll see. I might get the world record on this one.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we have a large collection of submissions on speedrun.com/WR64. That's the acronym for Wave Race 64. And yeah, we got some forums and stuff, and a pretty chill, small community. But this game is really hard, so
You are a
we like need each other's support.
race.
Now is reverse, the final difficulty. This is also my favorite version to play Gilly Guide. This is what I think is just overall the best version of the game.
Getting ready for the first race. 3, 2, 1.
So actually this level didn't go too well in practice either. So hopefully
Wow! You went everybody's behind.
hopefully I can just knock this out and get out of here. And it was lap 2 with the wave that
We're still first.
was like right up here. Okay, good. Getting a 107 on this would be good. So I try to like bank the turns where I don't lose much speed, but I also want to go close to the beach without touching the sand, so that the turns cover like as small of a line or as short of a line as possible. I don't want to oversteer very much because that slows me down. And the more corrections that I have to make, the slower it's going to end up being. It's bugging
You
here.
finished first and got move on to the next.
Alright, this level's very hard too because you have these troll computer players at the beginning,
2, 1.
and there's a really bad turn at the end of every lap. On my way. Alright. So currently, like, reverse is actually my thing. I have every time trial reverse record right now. I have the clean sweep.
Keep the pace.
reverse is like a little bit underplayed by the rest of the community, though. Hayate plays reverse. He likes it. Gilly and Stone Cold also play some reverse. And Andy Panther has times on all the reverse tracks. But, like, Billu doesn't play reverse pretty much at all. Neither does Lockwood.
It's pretty necessary.
Yeah. The IQ stick is hard to control for this game, yeah. I agree. It's pretty tough.
Welcome to New York.
So Drake Lake reverse is another level that I do a lot of intentional misses on. I'm going to break away from the crowd right away just to be safe, so I'm going to miss that one on purpose so that I never see them again.
Everybody is behind you. No big deal.
This is another level where missing intentionally on some of these is not like the most optimized way to do it, but it's like a safe strat where I can still get with a good run, like a 112 or a low 113. That was close.
You're about 6 seconds ahead.
And the world record is a high 111.
Don't miss anymore.
Actually, I do have this record. It's like the only thing about Drake Lake that I own.
Maximum power.
Just gotta take these turns and line it up so that I don't hit the poles or the stumps.
One chance left. You're about 12 seconds ahead.
Alright.
Maximum power.
It's gonna be like a mid 113 or maybe a low 113. Yeah.
You did it.
Not bad. Take a sip of Fanta.
Finished first and got to move on to the next.
So the first buoy is not for a really long time in this level, so it's really important to get max power.
Who's gonna win?
So quiet please, everyone.
3, 2, 1.
Good, I got it. Okay, you can... No, man, the skip on this one, I actually did when you were outside. I tried it when you were on the phone, but it didn't work. So I was like, why would I even try? Like this late in a run, you don't want to go for the Marine Fortress reverse skip. Another level that intentionally missing is tested the fastest way to do it. So it looks kind of weird. I'm missing a lot of these buoys, but it's actually the best way to do it.
Don't go that way. No big deal.
Don't go that way. Why not? It's the fastest way.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good turn.
You're about 12 seconds.
Going way out of bounds like this is actually...
Back in the ring. Don't miss anymore.
I didn't do the routing on this level. It was all done by Hayate, and I tried to beat his time like so many different ways, and I couldn't do it any way except for the exact way that he did it. And then
Finished first and got to move on
after
to
I
the
beat it, I
next.
was like, I wonder if I could do it even faster if I was able to do the dive under the under the door. And I tried it,
3, 2, 1.
and I was able to get it after a lot of tries. And the first try that I got through, I beat his time.
Everybody is behind you.
This is one of the hardest levels in the whole run. That turn is really hard because you can't see what's on the other side, and you're also trying to turn around the boat while there's this wave that you have to ride over. It's like insane.
You're about 6 seconds ahead.
That's the hardest turn in the run, though. so not surprising. It gets you sometimes. As long as you don't miss that buoy. See if I can get it on lap 3. Oh my gosh, I guess not. Come on, turn. Oh, I'm sorry you guys, I practiced the crap out of that and I was not messing that up in warm-ups or anything. That's disappointing. We still have 3 levels though.
You finished first and got to move on to the next.
Welcome to Castle.
Let's have a wild
Alright,
time.
so this is the last time we see Twilight City. Twilight City is like my favorite level. It's actually the first level that I ever got a world record time on. Show off by going in between the wall and the mine right there. You don't have to do that at all. It's just kind of a flashy challenge. On this stage, I miss buoys intentionally on the second and third laps. We'll see. This one cuts a pretty big corner. And then so does this one.
No big deal. You're about 10 seconds ahead. Okay.
You gotta be careful of those mines right there because they can also make you miss the buoy, and if you miss it, then you have to take a different route, and you probably just crashed, so you have to start from like a dead stop without any power. But I'm gonna play the risky time trial strat here, and go in with 1 chance left into one of the hardest parts of the game. Buoy layout, and I just got it, so. But it's not over because you can still mess up at the end right here. It looks like I'm gonna have to pass another racer. No biggie. We're good. Oh my! She like tries to cut me off.
You finished first.
Castle City, yeah, that's what it's called.
Welcome to
Second to the last level here.
3, 2, 1.
This can be kind of tricky, but it's not as hard as Glacier Coast on the other difficulty, expert mode.
You left everybody behind. No problem. Good.
Alright, lap 1 was pretty successful. We'll try to get lap 2 to also be nice like that. Oh, that was close, but I got away with it again. So these intentional misses each saved me like a whole second, so it's definitely worth it on this level.
Maximum power.
There's a faster strat than getting this buoy, but this is also the safe strat. Wow, that was weird. Can't believe I actually survived that. Looked like I was gonna crash.
Don't miss any more.
I crashed in my practice run this morning. I crashed into a ice chunk, and it broke the ice chunk, and I didn't even slow down. Like nothing happened to my guy. It was awesome.
Nice. Maximum power.
All right.
Oh, you
So
did it.
whoever is managing the time clock, the very final moment of this course here is where you hit time. Just synchronize it with the exact moment that I crossed the finish line on lap 3. So
3, 2, 1.
I'll remind you when we get close, but kind of missed a lot of max powers on this one, on this whole race, but that's okay. Still a pretty good run. I think I'm gonna get 51. Alright, so this is lap 1. Don't hit it yet. I know you're getting anxious because you want me to get a sweet time for the marathon.
You're about 6
But
seconds ahead.
you can't hit the button early on me, alright? Lap 2. You can like hit B the whole time and dive right into those, but I think it's actually faster if you just use one to ramp up and land on the next one. Those waves. Alright, final lap. Get ready on time. And hit it the same moment that I crossed the finish line. Like the same frame. Same frame as I crossed the finish line. Last turn here and straightaway. Alright, get ready on time and time. So, I guess I won't see what it is here until...
You finished first and got 7 points. Great race.
But yeah, that was definitely a pretty good run. I'm happy with it. It's gonna be a 51, definitely. 51.50. Good shit. So last year when I played for SRX, the world record was 51.58. So that was a run that I'm definitely pleased with. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm glad that it went so well. Yeah, but be sure to check out speedrun.com/WR64. 51. Right now I'm the only player that's ever accomplished a 51-minute 100%. But we'll get some more players to do it. It just takes practicing all the stages independently and then just putting them together. But remember, what I had to beat was 52.25. So we smoked that. We beat that by 35 seconds.
You are a great
Good stuff.
wave racer.
Well, I'm all set. Thanks again. You guys can follow me on Twitch if you want to. I play this game a lot, and I play a few other speed games, such as GoldenEye. You'll see some Super Smash Bros. Melee. And Snowboard Kids. I'm one of the top runners of that game right now, too.